Welcome to MGM Reviews. This is going to be my first review video, as I was fortunate enough to get sent a package from Archon Studios, their Dungeons and Lasers sci-fi terrain set, and a handful of models that I want to share with you today. I'm really excited about this. It represents a big accomplishment for me in my YouTube career, as the time and effort that we put into our battle reports is getting recognized out there, and I'm so thankful to have the opportunity to talk to you about some of these products and give you my honest feedback on what I think about them. Now, up front, while they did send me this package, I have not been paid in any way, shape, or form to say any of the things that I'm about to say. They are purely my opinion, and I will put some links down in the description so you can do your own research on this company. There are several other YouTubers out there that have done reviews on their products as well, so don't hesitate to check them out to become more informed. Now, if you saw my latest community update, we are in the middle of moving, so a lot of my hobby stuff is packed up. I do have some stuff hanging out in case I can get a friend of mine to come over this weekend to play, but the majority of my hobby stuff is getting put into boxes. It makes it very difficult to put out battle reports, and that is probably going to be the case over the next few weeks. I do appreciate your continued support throughout this downtime, and just know that there will be more battle reports coming in the future once we get settled in and things return to normal. So without further ado, let's take a look at Archon Studios' Dungeons and Lasers. So this is what I received: the Dungeons and Lasers Sci-Fi Starter Set, the Xenogenesis Cell, Animal Companions, and the Xenodragon, which I'm absolutely in love with. I'm a big fan of the Alien and Aliens movies, so I immediately connected with this one. That's why I couldn't wait to open this one up. This miniature stands 160 millimeters tall, or just over 6 inches. It's hard plastic with excellent detail. Instructions are included and it's color-coded. It looks relatively easy to put together. It comes with a detailed base, and everything from the wings to the tail packs a ton of detail. You can even see the little alien inside the head, and I can tell it's going to be a pleasure to paint and would really pop with dry brushing due to the amount of raised details. This is 100% a model that I will find a way to incorporate, whether coming up from the sump in Necromunda or just roaming a battlefield. I really think this model looks incredible. Next, we have the Animal Companions, and this is an interesting one. 24 miniatures on 25mm bases. It looks like you get 10 versions of Animal Companions for your adventures, one fantasy and one sci-fi themed. Everything from eagles, cats, dogs, foxes, monkeys, weasels, wolves, bears, turtles, owls. There's a few goblins in there, as well as some other items. Once again, it's very hard, solid plastic, themed bases, crisp details, and it has character. Each model is unique and interesting. While I'm not totally sure how I would put to use these models, they could be good for background purposes. If you're a D&D player, I guess, and you have a need for these types of companions, I can tell you that they're very detailed, and the quality that I've seen so far out of these miniatures are top-notch. Okay, next we have the Sci-Fi Starter Set. This pack contains 9 short floor tiles, 6 long floor tiles, 4 doorways, 15 small walls, and 8 long walls. It has a lot of clips to hold the terrain in place and has a ton of bits, 64 to be exact. These bits can attach to walls or act as scatter terrain on the floor. The measurements of the walls and floor single tiles are 60mm by 60mm. Again, crisp details will make these very easy to paint up. It's a lot of plastic, but it can be handled quickly with dry brushing techniques. The clips can be inserted all over the bottom to connect floors to walls in any direction. This will require some cleaning after clipping from the sprues to fit perfectly, however. On the scatter terrain and bits, you get some barrels, medical equipment, boxes, fans, portals, computer screens. There's a torso there of a guy cut in half, ammo supplies, and more. The instructions are really easy to follow, and I started assembling in no time. Last, we have the Xenogenesis Cell, which is an add-on to the starter set. It adds that alien ambiance with walls and floors covered with an alien theme. Once again, you'll get a lot of clips to hold everything together. You'll get 6 walls, 3 doorways, 3 long walls, 3 long floors, and 3 single floors. And remember, those single walls and floors are 60 mil by 60 mil. Now let's take a look at assembly, and it's all push fit and it holds very well. Simply snap a clip onto the bottom and connect your next piece. You can make these fully modular or glue them in place. Everything fits really well despite me not cleaning up the clips after cutting them off the sprue. They snap into place, letting you know they are locked. You can hear it. I put some models down, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice I painted up my first Infinity model shown here. For compatibility with other systems I have, that's something that's important to me. I put down a Zone Mortalis style tile, and while not a perfect match, it could be used as a connector piece to something else, maybe a subway corridor or a building entrance. The scale appears to fit well for 28mm style figures. I attached several more pieces, and you can also see how sturdy it all is when properly clipped. One thing I did notice on the floor tiles, they could make catwalks or connectors for Zone Mortalis or Sector Mechanicus terrain. In reviewing the size, they are a perfect match for Sector Mechanicus style walkways in length and width. I think one thing I would like to see in the box is some columns to help easily bring those floors up to that level. These can be stacked, but some beams would certainly help with additional functionality. So in my opinion, these are good quality kits. They are very detailed. They seem like they will paint up nicely. They are rock solid. And I think they make sense for games like D&D where you have opening rooms and corridors. I'll have to find a way to make them fit into games that I play like Necromunda, Kill Team, soon to be Infinity, and more. I'm also not going to talk about price because that can be very arbitrary between different people, the value that they see in something versus the price that they pay. So you can visit the website and form your own opinion about that. I'm just letting you know from what I see here, this looks like a quality product. All right, thank you so much for watching our first review episode. I would like to give a special thank you to Archon Studios for sending me the package and everything that I covered today. Again, it is my independent opinion on everything that we covered today, and I'll put links in the description so you can check out their website and check out all the different designs and terrain sets that they make. As always, if you would like to interact with me, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Take care for now.